What's up everyone, Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. Today we're gonna start and we're gonna try a new segment called Scrolling to the News. Yes, imagine that there was some editing here, but there is not because this is Cheap Keith Richard. Anyway, we got the news, let's scroll through the news. Did I switch this thing around? Come on, did I do it? I did it, okay. We scroll through the news. Let's see what's going on. Top stories. The Word. We go through the Word. And let's see. Dr. Fauci dismisses theory the coronavirus was made in a Chinese lab. Very good, Dr. Fauci. We believe you as long as we believe you. Let's keep scrolling. Coronavirus. I cannot even say the word. I get demonetized. He's not dead. Let's open this right here. He's not dead. How about that? How about that? He's not dead. I don't know if the New York Post is the better place to get info, but anyway, let's stop right. Well, they gave him for dead, and we also gave birth to a gazillion memes, which is what is going to be left of this. And apparently it seems that he was just trying to dodge this whole infection, because when you're a dictator, you own the country, and he basically went somewhere in the north or whatever with an entire compound isolating himself. But obviously he's not fond of athleticism and practicing any type of sport. Look at him. Look at him. Basically the neck and the jaw are like melted together, and he's just 36, 38. Oh man, I don't wish the death of any human being, but let's say that this human being had left his body and went back to the source. Perhaps he would have got an upgrade or something. Well, I don't think we would have missed him. Let's put it this way. Wow, you see, he likes to scratch. Wow, pretty impressive that there are still bears around. It's quite amazing when you think about it that 150 years ago there were more bears. This is interesting. What do we have here? We got this pharmaceutical company starting human testing in the US. I've heard of several articles around of this happening in the UK and so on and so forth. And they mentioned those studies, but I'm really looking forward to see some results. So probably in a month time we should have more news about what's going on with this testing, because it could lead to a potential vaccine. So that would be extremely good news in terms of getting back to normal, because all I've heard so far is that a vaccine is probable like to next January or so, but that's still a long way to go. It's like another 10 months or so. So it would be so much nicer if we manage to get something done by the fall or something, even though I'm not an expert, of course, I don't know, but if they're like speeding up the process with which we get those things done, perhaps we get a little bit more results quicker. This is also unfortunate that it seems like, I don't know for a fact, but every company or lab or whatever, it's carrying on their own studies. And it's moment like this where I'm thinking like, instead of thinking like who is producing something and then selling it, how about just cooperating with each other and just getting this thing done, And unfortunately, of course, there's always money in the middle. And I have the fear, I don't know this as a fact, I'm just speculating, but I have this fear that perhaps this very dynamic of individual laboratory working on things might slow down the progress. There should be some level of interaction between scientists working on things, but then you never know. You never know those dynamics, how they work, how much can they share, how much it conflicts with self-interest of the company, So anyway, I just hope that gets shit done, because we have to get back to our lives, And also this, the way we as human, we should also observe how they deal with this pharmaceutical company and governments, because this will be a lesson for us to see how much they care about the population, how much they care about finding a cure. So anyway, let's keep scrolling. This is gonna be has to be entertaining, so let's go a little bit more on the entertainment. Let's go entertainment for a moment. Julia Roberts dressed up in honor of Met Gala Monday. Julia Roberts, one of the most wonderful smiles in Hollywood. Still one of the most wonderful smiles, if you ask me. That's the news. Let's keep scrolling. We have to keep it entertaining. So, what's going on? Out of this world, Tom Cruise plots movie to shoot in space with Elon Musk's SpaceX. He does his own stunts, so I'm not surprised if he wants to be shot into a capsule into space, and perhaps it's gonna work. That could be actually pretty awesome. I mean, I love the fact that Tom Cruise is past 50s. What is it, like 55, 56, or close to 60? I don't know. And apart from being, apart from the affiliation in Scientology, I don't even want to go there. But as an actor, as a sort of Hollywood icon, he's pretty cool, and he keeps banging those action movies out. So it would be interesting to see something like that. A movie like, wow, real image shot into space. That would be pretty awesome. Really, really freaking awesome, I have to say. So anyway, let's keep going. We have Taika Waititi to direct, co-write new Star Wars film. There is a new Star Wars film? I had absolutely no idea that was the case. Let's see what's going on here. Release date for both Waititi and Edland's project have not yet been announced. Anyway, that's kind of interesting. We'll keep that in mind. And let's keep going through the news. This is a very important news. I have to say, I've seen a little piece of this thing. I think I'm one of the few humans that haven't seen this series. But I saw like, I don't know, like part of an episode. So I didn't get to understand everything. I just understood that this is a crazy guy that has tigers and has a crazy life. And it's amazing that, like the thing that I think it's most amazing, what I got from the 10-15 minutes I watched, is that still in the States, there are so many weird individuals. And I'm super impressed that actually they can get away with honing wild animals. I saw a picture somewhere like that there's in an enclosure like a number of 7-8 tigers, and I'm like, wow, poor tigers, all of them together in this small enclosure. But anyway, this thing is so freaking popular, but so far I don't feel the need to go through the whole series. But I see that I've seen actually several article popping up where other people had to be like cast as a possible actor to play the life of this dude. And I actually like Nicolas Cage a lot. I think he's actually a good actor, apart from the myriad of silly, cheesy movie that he has done. I think he's actually a pretty good actor. If you have seen him, if you want to see him in a good movie, see The Bad Lieutenant. It's pretty cool. So that if somebody could probably depict the life of this dude, that person, it's Nicolas Cage. So that could be kind of fun. But then it means that I have to watch this whole series to grasp a little bit more about that. And I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see. The king of YouTube. This is a big deal. I accept. Let's go. Never allow. Get away. The king. Wow, that's an hour. What's going on here? Felix Kjellberg, also known as Cheap PewDiePie, actually is the real PewDiePie, was the one earliest success story online. Okay, despite being on YouTube, breakout gaming star, he found himself in hot water with the company after creating. Okay, we all know that part. He's probably regretting all those silly jokes every day of his freaking life. I'm pretty sure about it. But He has redeemed himself and is still the king of YouTube. So what happens here? He has never focused on streaming, more on his regular videos. Live streaming is something I'm focusing a lot in 2020 and beyond, so to be able to partner with YouTube and be at the forefront of new product features is special and exciting for the future, he said in a press release by YouTube. Actually, I was not even aware that YouTube is doing streaming. That's good news. Maybe I should look into it as well. We do a little bit of streaming, a little bit of gaming. You guys let me know if you like to see that. So let's keep going. I think we can call it a quit for today. We're just going through the news. We're gonna do this more often as long as you want to see it. And if you don't, then just let me know and we stop. Wow, this was a long freaking video. Cheap Keith Richards says hi and bye. And like this video, subscribe and do all that wonderful stuff that makes this channel grow. And I'll see you later. Ciao.